Well, I was actually,
yourself as a math
I told my math teacher, I was like, I'm so depressed at this grade because I aced her first test. But when I seen other people get their tests back, they got way lower scores, and I told them that I didn't feel so bad about myself. And then I found my friend who happened to get the highest grade in the class, and I asked her to, show me what I did wrong.
So what did you uncover in that conversation? What did you
Well,
what
that
did you
I got
figure out?
lazy. Like, especially for the end problems, they were word problems, and she likes us to break down the word problem and put the equation and the problem and the unknowns. And I kind of was just like, oh, this is too much work, and I didn't even do the word problems. But she showed me. I realized that I made a lot of careless errors. I kind of gave up towards the end of the test. Everyone was leaving, and I was just like, oh, I'm over this.
You gave up because you saw people leaving, or you?
Well, I saw people leaving, and I was looking at it, and I was like, I'm not gonna get this question right. And I quickly got over trying on the word problem.
Okay. So you kept telling yourself you weren't going to do it.
Yeah, I kept telling myself. I've even told her so many times. I was like, why do you make us do the word problems like that? Because me with word problems, I just see the information and do it. But she wants us to state the information, write down the unknowns, pick a variable, and it's just too much. Math is not my subject. I feel that you have a calculator in life, don't really. I don't know, I just really don't feel like I need, not that I don't need math, but in life, I was reading some of her word problems, and I was like, I like to just talk my way out of the class. I get bad grades, but I talk to the teacher, and, I let her know, what problems I'm having, and so I talk to her a lot and let her know, I don't understand this, or I don't. So I get by the class, but I feel that you can't study for math. Because you study problems, but the problems on the test are different. But I do the homework. The homework is really just based on the test. I just look at the formulas, and that's pretty much it. I don't really study it. She gives us a review before the test, and that's my study guide. Is our review.
And knowing that you got a D on this exam.
I did the review at the last minute. And this review, I was just like, oh, it's a long review. And I kind of just threw it off to the last minute when she gave all the answers, and I wrote it down. But I didn't really do the review myself first. So I was expecting a D on my test. But the review, in any class, I think helps. The review, because they cover what's going to be on the test exactly, so you can prepare yourself better. Especially for math, I think that really helps. A lot of the students don't like the method of her word problems, writing everything out. So she gave us all a packet to practice with, a bunch of word problems, tons of them.
Have you done them?
No, I haven't even looked at the packet. Just have it in my binder.
Or do you plan on looking at them? Was this given out yesterday, or?
No.
No.
Well,
So you have the packet, but you haven't really worked on them.
no.
How come?
I just math. I take math to get through it, but just because it's required.
Why do you think it's a requirement?
It is. Oh, because I understand that you need math in life and stuff, and that it helps. She was talking about how the word problem, in SI, she's telling us the word problems, you go step through step, and she says when you have a job, you have to do things step by step, you don't just jump into the end and stuff. Well, everything has to do with math, even music has to do with math. The world revolves around math if you really think about it.
Okay.
I'm sure that's the basic reason why.
Okay.
Well, do you believe that, though?
I know it. I just feel that the math we do in class
Keep going.
is just math to me. I understand. It's just there when it's right in front of you, and it's the book and the test, and it's...
You don't know how much geometry went into this table.
I'm not interested in how this table was made. I don't care for whoever made this table and how much they measured. I don't care for it. It interests me. It's not big
Okay.
deal to me. I like writing. Just sitting and writing, coming up with a concept of a paper, middle, beginning, end, it comes easy to me. And the concept of math does not. It confuses me, and there's so many different rules. I understand in English there's many different rules as well, but just numbers.
Have you always been that way?
I'm overdrawn, $137. Numbers are, I'm terrible. I'm terrible. I was actually in an advanced math class in my 8th grade,
Uh-huh.
but because there was like 5 of us, my math teacher was just not into math. He didn't really teach as much.
So
But
maybe-
math is just all my teachers. I feel that. But I feel like they give you the formula and the work, and that's it. There's no discussion. There's no.
Uh-huh.
A lot of teachers I've had, they're just going through it. This is a formula. This is this. This is a homework.
Mhm.
And I want to get the sense from that teacher that they want to teach. They want to be there, and math is their thing. And math, I feel like in a smaller class, it's easier for me to understand the concept and, not comparing answers. But I talk to my friend like, oh, did I do this formula right, or is this how you do it? And even the teacher goes over it. But a lot of math classes I've had, the teachers are, this is the formula, this is how you do it, this is the homework, here's the test.